They say silence speaks louder than words. That what a person doesn't say often echoes more powerfully in the chambers of their heart than the things they utter aloud. And when it comes to human connection, when it comes to her, that silence holds weight. You might think she's moved on, that her indifference is genuine, that the absence of calls, texts, glances, or subtle gestures means you're no longer a passing thought in her mind. But you'd be wrong. Because what Stoic wisdom teaches us is that appearances deceive, that emotions often masquerade as their opposite, and that while people may project one image to the world, their internal landscape tells an entirely different story. So today, we're diving deep into the hidden reasons why you still occupy her mind, even if she pretends otherwise. Stay with me, because by the end of this video, you'll not only recognize the unseen threads connecting people's thoughts, but you'll also reclaim your power by understanding what truly matters in this life. 1. The unseen echoes of connection. A Stoic believes that no event, no encounter, and no connection happens by mere accident. Every person who crosses your path leaves an imprint, sometimes obvious, sometimes imperceptible. The ancient philosopher Marcus Aurelius reminded himself daily, "You could leave life right now. Let that determine what you do, say, and think." If our existence is this fragile and fleeting, imagine the magnitude of the emotions we bury to protect ourselves. When you cross someone's life in a meaningful way, you don't simply vanish from their consciousness. Even if she acts detached, even if she's with someone else, there's a residual presence you've left in her internal world. It lingers in the quiet hours, in the spaces between distraction and sleep, in the forgotten corners of the heart. 2. Human nature and the games we play. The Stoics understood human nature well. Epictetus said, "Men are disturbed not by things, but by the views which they take of them." People, especially in matters of love and attachment, often play psychological games to avoid vulnerability. One of the most common tactics is pretending indifference when, in truth, emotions are raging beneath the surface. She might project disinterest because acknowledging how much you still occupy her mind makes her feel exposed. It hands you a kind of silent power, one that Stoic men recognize but never abuse. She may have convinced herself, or at least tried, that you no longer matter. But what we resist persists. The more we attempt to deny a thought or feeling, the deeper it embeds itself within us. 3. The silence between words. Have you ever noticed how silence isn't truly empty? There's a texture to it. An unsaid message. A conversation unfinished. Seneca wrote, "Sometimes even to live is an act of courage." And sometimes, to confront one's lingering feelings is even harder. Her silence isn't absence, it's avoidance. And it's in that avoidance that your image, your memory, your presence grows stronger. Late at night, when the world slows down and the facades of daily life fade, those unsent messages and unanswered questions resurface. That's when your name crosses her mind, not necessarily with longing, but with recognition. You are a chapter she can't unread, a memory she can't unmake. 4. The mirror of loss and regret. As Stoics, we are taught to embrace reality, to confront discomfort, and to accept what is beyond our control. Yet not everyone lives by these principles. Many run from their emotions, fearing what introspection might reveal. People often realize what mattered most only after they've lost it. It's a paradox of human psychology. The things we take for granted gain immense value once they're out of reach. And if you were a source of peace, growth, challenge, or even healthy friction in her life, your absence created a void. Whether she admits it or not, she compares others to you, to the standard you unconsciously set. Not because you were perfect, but because you were distinct. And distinct things are impossible to replace. 5. The Stoic approach to her silence. Now, you might be wondering, what should you do with this knowledge? Should you reach out? Should you confront her silence with your own message? No. A Stoic does not chase validation. A Stoic understands that to seek external affirmation is to surrender inner peace. Marcus Aurelius wisely advised, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." Her thoughts about you are her burden, not yours. The silent weight she carries when your image flickers through her mind isn't your responsibility. You owe nothing to the ghosts of people's regrets. Instead, focus on becoming even more unmoved. To let your absence speak for you. To allow the quiet dignity of a man who knows his worth create an undeniable presence. 6. The timeless law of emotional pull. In human dynamics, nothing draws people in like controlled detachment. When you stop reacting, when you stop chasing, when you become entirely content within yourself, that's when your absence turns magnetic. She may notice the shift. Not outwardly, not immediately, but in the way your name feels different in her mind. In the way memories surface without warning. In the way she wonders why you no longer orbit her world. And it's in that wondering where power lies. The Stoics called this apatheia, a state of being undisturbed by external circumstances. It doesn't mean numbness, it means clarity. It means no longer being a prisoner to the reactions and expectations of others. 7. Legacy over longing. Your role isn't to linger in anyone's thoughts. Your role is to build a life so whole, so grounded, so aligned with virtue and wisdom that whether someone remembers you or not is irrelevant to your contentment. Epictetus challenged men to stand ready to be beaten, imprisoned, exiled, or killed, but never to renounce one's principles. So too should you be unwavering in your commitment to self-mastery. Let her think of you. Let her deny it. Let her wrestle with it. You move. You build. You evolve. Because the most stoic thing a man can do is to allow others to be lost in their own noise while he finds peace in his own silence. Remember, you'll cross people's minds long after you've left their lives. Not because you forced your presence, but because your absence speaks for itself. And when they think of you, whether in silence, denial, or regret, let it be a testament to the way you lived. Not chasing, not explaining, not seeking, simply being. Strength lies in stillness. Power lies in presence. Stoic legend.